Hey there, this book is called The Patron Saints of Nothing. Look how cool that cover is. And the author is Ribay. So this book is about the protagonist. His name is Jay. And Jay was born in the Philippines, but his parents came over to the United States when he was 1. So he has really no kind of ties to the Philippines. But it's his senior year, and he kind of wants to spend his year having a senior year, goofing off, playing video games, and just trying to. He's waiting to get into the University of Michigan, and then his cousin is killed by the police for supposedly dealing drugs. And so, kind of a backstory here: the president of the Philippines, his name is Rodrigo Duarte, and he came in there. He campaigned with the promise to crack down on the drug um, epidemic. There was a huge drug problem in the Philippines, and so what he has done is he's been known to like kill between 12,000 and 20,000 people. So he's basically given the red flag to his police force and saying, if you see anyone selling or doing drugs, you can just kill them. So that's the backstory on that. So Jay's cousin, June, is killed by the police for supposedly dealing drugs or doing drugs. So Jay takes this time and he says, I'm going to go back to the Philippines and I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out about my family. I'm going to find out what happened. So he goes on to this journey and kind of pieces. There's some letters from his cousin. They were corresponding for back and forth for a while, and he's trying to piece all this together. And so this leads him to this kind of adventure of diving into the Manila slums. He goes and visits one of his aunts. She's an activist in a small village. It leads him to visit another, like a Catholic priest that is his uncle, to try and kind of piece together the last bits of his cousin June's life. And he discovers a lot of really painful truths about his family along the way. And there's some, the author, this is his first book, which is super impressive for his first book because it's an excellent one. And he talks, he kind of interweaves the language of Tagalog and Bicol, which is the native language of the Philippines. So it's about family, it's about cultural identity, finding what that means to you, and going back to where your family was raised. He doesn't have a lot of knowledge about the Filipino culture. So anyway, it's a great book. Kind of reads like an adventure with that piece of him trying to figure out what happened to his cousin. So I highly recommend it. Patron Saints of Nothing, Randy Ribay. It's in the Bowie Library.